Hey guys, latest news with Crypto Marie local and international. Wisconsin officials released names of 7 Virginia residents killed in crash that claimed 9 lives. My condolences to the family. I'm sorry that happened to them. Authorities on Monday released the names of 7 Virginia residents and a Wisconsin man who were killed when their van collided with a semi-trailer in western Wisconsin. A 2-year-old child was the only survivor. God is great. The Clark County Sheriff's Office says the van's driver, James K. McCoy, 46, Linda Bailey, 44, Lydia Bailey, 24, Ola Schrock, 24, Elaine Schrock, 23, Delilah Schrock, 21, Susanna Hersler, 18, and a 6-month-old child died at the scene of Friday morning crash at an intersection in the rural community of Dewhurst. It's really painful to see that so many families are in pain right now to lose those people. The semi-trailer driver, 51-year-old Daniel Littlecote of Wherry, Wisconsin, also was pronounced dead at the scene. The van was going northbound and there was a stop sign there. Sheriff's Office Chief Deputy James Hirsch said the semi was going east and the van pulled right out in front of the semi. The 2-year-old was among 7 victims ejected from the van by the crash about 50 miles, 80 kilometers southeast of Eau Claire. That child's name and the name of the 6-month-old were not released. Their genders also were not released. Nathaniel Jan, 36, said he was on his way to work Friday morning when he stopped at the intersection and watched in disbelief as the van pulled into the path of the semi-trailer. After calling 911, Jan said he went to the wreckage where he found a woman and pulled her away from the van before he found a second woman lying next to the front of the truck, which had rolled into a ditch along State Highway 95. He was clearing dirt and debris from the face of the second woman when Jan said something caught his attention. I could hear a faint, light, rampant sound, I remember, and it turned into a cry, Jan said Monday. I dug down through the debris, listening for the cries and pulling back the debris, and I noticed there was a little baby. It turned out it was a little baby boy, but I didn't know if it was boy or girl. It was just crying, Jen added, but his arms were moving and his legs were moving, kind of in the fetal position, and I tried to comfort him and I was trying to dig out around him, I remember. This person needs some kind of help also. Witnessing so many people losing their life, it could be traumatic later on. Thinking about all this, it's not a good scene to see so many human beings not breathing and bodiless on the floor. It's just not a healthy scene for anyone to witness. I'm glad he was there to help, save that little 2-year-old boy life, but at the same time, it can be a little traumatic for him to relive that. Jesus. Jen said he was extremely concerned about moving the child, but the van was burning and the child was close to the semi. He picked up the child, wrapped the child in his sweatshirt, and carried the toddler to a police officer. I knew I had to move him to get him away from that wreckage, Jen said. Jen, a surveyor and a former Marine, built a cross which his two daughters painted. Wright and his wife Jennifer adorned with flowers. They traveled Sunday from their home near the city of Neillsville to the crash scene where he planted the cross. Jan, who first gave his account to the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel, said he feels like he was at the intersection at that moment for a reason, to be able to find that little boy and maybe ease some passing along the way, Jen said. Over the weekend, he and his wife visited the child at a hospital and met the child's grandparents. He said that meeting brought him some comfort because he learned the boy has got a bunch of family to go back to. God is great. Again, I am so sorry. It's a very touchy story. And to witness so many people losing their life like that in a flip second, it can be a little traumatic for this man. And I hope he seeks some help also. Subscribe. Thank you. Bye-bye.